All right, so I keep getting, for the last several years, I've been contacted by people trying to understand their veteran. They're married to a veteran, they work with a veteran, they're friends with a veteran, they're uh, behavioral health, and they're trying to understand the veteran. And so for those last people like behavioral health professionals, they know all this stuff. Usually, what I help them with is understanding the veteran mindset. Why it is that we like bar fights. If you don't understand that, you're not ready to work with us. But for everyone else, it's like there's a common thing, uh, pattern. Working with veteran reintegration and helping them even find jobs and such. There's a pattern that keeps popping up over and over again. So here's a generic template. Sleep, you ain't getting no doggone sleep. Hell no. Little things wake you up. If you can get some sleep because your mind is going here, there, just, whatever. If you can get some sleep, it's short-lived. You may wake up a couple times a night. The smallest noise wakes you up. Like I got a neighbor right on the side of that wall right there who, for some reason, has not figured out how to close his door like a normal human being. He's got to slam it. We will probably have words here shortly. It's going to happen. I will instruct this individual on how to close a door, or we will play reindeer games. 18 years military. I know some reindeer games. But right, so better mindset right there is like, bring it on, right? So anyway, he'll slam his door. I'll be in a dead sleep, and all of a sudden, just boom, it shakes the bed. It shakes me on my couch. But it does have to be that big, to wake me up, and now my heart rate is going and such. It could be smaller than that, and little noises. So sleep is no bueno. Concentrating is right out as well. Just ability to focus on one task and stay on that one task is gone. There is no means to do it. And for several years, I worked in the military department around me, and everybody's in uniform, and almost everybody has deployed several times, and it just boggles my mind how a population of people that probably have a higher incidence of lack of focus and lack of ability to concentrate on one task at a time are some of the worst offenders at the worst things that you can do for to be focused and task. 2 desktop monitors, don't do it. Don't do it. That's a fad. Do not use more than one monitor. Don't. Keeping their email program running all the time. Don't do it. Keeping a smartphone that's turned on when you're doing a task and this thing's turned on. Don't do it. Turn this thing into airplane mode. A variety of things that are just like horrible. If you had a normal brain, this would impede your ability to do work. On the ability for the tension and your focus to come back to what you're focused on, and the same level of concentration is degraded. 20 minutes. I mean, it takes a while for you to really get back into it because your brain is using these networks of associations. Red apple. Your brain just popped into apple, fruit, red, shapes, this, that, memories, autobiographical memories of you when you had apples and all kinds of other stuff. To plug back into that takes time. Oh, another text message. So don't even do that. So concentration is shot. With the lack of concentration, with the lack of sleep, those 2 things right there alone. I don't care if you are freaking Gandhi and you are a Zen master. I am at one with the universe. If I take sleep away from you, everything about you is normal. But I take sleep away from you, and I put you in a normal day with just normal traffic. What do you think is going to happen? You are going to be angry. You're going to be pissed off. So sleep and the inability to concentrate matched with deep beliefs about respect, space, duty, and ability to be responsible, matched with this, you become very volatile. So somebody even remotely looks like they are disrespecting you, or even remotely looks like they're slacking on their duties or something, what happens is likely to be a out of proportion emotional response. Ergo, anger. And if we're going to be angry with somebody, we're going to be angry with somebody. I mean, go look at all the reports by the FBI and other law enforcement agencies on veterans in prison. We are not in jail because we embezzled money. We are in jail because we beat the crap out of somebody. All right? Percentage of veterans in jail has increased higher than the per capita rate. So the veterans in population here, but veterans in jail is like this. More and more veterans are going to jail for violent outbursts. So big problem. Domestic violence is gone up. Try to find some good sources about domestic violence. I mean, just go get some information. It's hard to get accurate data about domestic violence. But anecdotally, looking at serious incident reports and reports about veterans in jail and stuff like that, it's clear. Read between the lines, man. There's a lot of things that's happening. So, oh my gosh, there's substance abuse. I didn't even touch on substance abuse. So, here's one. There are agencies out there that remain nameless, but agencies out there that, like, you know what the easiest way to handle it? Boom, drugs. It's not all their responsibility. They're understaffed. They're underfunded. They don't have enough time. They got 3 doctors to look at 400 veterans. So here's some pills. Here's some sleeping pills. Don't take Ambien. Don't. Just don't. All right. But not only that, but you're looking at a population of people like, well, I can't talk about feelings. I can't go to a therapist. It's better to go get happy pills. It's better to get medication because that's a quick, easy fix. Forget your quick, easy fix. Do the freaking work. Put in the time and effort for it. You put time and effort to get through boot camp and to get in physical shape. Why are you taking a quick fix now or just taking pills? Forget that nonsense. Go find yourself somebody that will work with you through the process. All right? Trust me on this. So, 2 populations are just going to the easy route with pills. Pills are making it worse, all right? I got veterans that I work with for the last 9 years that hate the pills because it turns them into zombies. Guess what? You could feel something at one time, but then it became crazy roller coaster ride of emotions. Oh crap, let me numb this stuff out with alcohol. Oh, let me go take some medication from, this hospital or therapist or something like that to numb it out even more. Oh, guess what? I realized that I hate being a zombie. I do not like being a zombie at all. So I'm going to quit cold turkey. Not, you shouldn't be quitting, psycho medication cold turkey. Don't be doing that. Oh, holy cow, I'm overwhelmed with all these emotions and I have no support structure that I can talk to about this or without feeling, shame or guilt for being this way. Oh my gosh. So let me go back to this and numbing it with alcohol and other things and taking more medication. It's a seesaw pattern of crappy life, medication, crappy life, no medication, crappy life, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right. So I'm not gonna just go on for days about this. You're trying to do a job, you're trying to do your work, and you're sleepy. Why? Because you don't have any medication. Also, you know what else is wearing you the heck out? You are constantly paying attention to everything. It's not just scanning a room when you go inside it. My mom does that. My mom's freaking awesome. All right, she scans the room and looks where the threat's at. Don't even think about robbing my mom because she'll shoot you. Go mom. All right, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the constant scanning of never being able to relax ever in your environment. And you're not just scanning, but you are like anxiously scanning. You don't even know that you're doing it. You're doing it automatically. What this is doing is it's wearing down your mind. You are so drained from constantly scanning for things. And so you can't really pour yourself into any work whatsoever. But then when you get home, you either one of 2 things. You either fall asleep when you shouldn't be sleeping, or you can't sleep because your brain is constantly going. So this is a typical pattern right here. Emotional outbursts, inability to control yourself, thoughts are here and there, can't relax. And to help supplement this, the ability to try to somewhat be a productive adult, smoke a lot, energy drinks like crazy, dip and chew, and other things that will help up you. Coffee. I mean, don't get me wrong, I freaking love me some coffee, but only have 2 to 4 cups a day. That's it. I mean, 2 scoops of coffee is what I use to make. At one point in time when I came back from Iraq, I drank 20 cups of coffee a day, and it didn't bother me at all to sleep. I could drink 20 cups and go straight to sleep. Bam. But it wasn't restful sleep. You got to have restful, deep sleep. All right? And sleeping pills are not going to help you with that. Alcohol is not going to help you with that. You got to knock that stuff off. So with all this stuff that's going on, how in the world do you get this under control? Well, 1, it is possible. 2, you've got to do it. You've got to lean into this problem. And 3, you got to stick to it because it's going to take a while. All right, this is not going to be an automatic thing. You're not going to do this because you go away to summer camp for 1 week. You're not going to do this because you had an epiphany about, the running game is the way to win Super Bowl. No, it's going to take constant work. So you're going to be in this uncomfortable spot, and it's going to suck. You're going to be embarrassed. You're going to feel overwhelmed, and you're going to stay there. And if you need some support from a friend or another veteran or a battle buddy or your spouse or a therapist or somebody, I don't give a damn who, but somebody, then you stay with that person. You're like, hold, you're my safety source right now. Hold on. Okay, and you're just going to look at it, and you're not going to close yourself off. You're going to stay with it, and you're going to breathe. You're going to work on some deep breathing exercises. You're going to work on something. And what that is doing is it's going to be activating your vagus nerve, all right? You cannot be in a state of freak out and a state of calm at the same time. You can't do it. It is physically impossible to do it. So while you're in a state of freak out, you will purposefully use the tools to go in a state of calm. They'll help you out. So I've got another video in there about meditation. Just look around here. You'll see meditation. Boom. Go do this stuff every stinking day. But meditation was easy for me to do because I was too scroll brain. You know what is a great forced meditation to do? I mean, it's going to force you to do it. Go running. And when I say running, I don't mean like a mile. How long does it take to run a mile? 7 minutes? 8 minutes? 9 minutes if you're goofing off? 15 minutes if it's been a while? Ain't no shame in that. Go run. I mean 5 miles, 6 miles. Go train for a marathon. But I don't want to run a marathon. Fine, don't run a freaking marathon. All right? But put yourself to where you have to run for some sort of time. 15 minutes minimum. 20 minutes. Go run for 30 minutes. How far can you run 30 minutes? All right? My favorite technique is I run out and back, not around a track. That's good training, but because I run out and back, now I have to run that distance back. I said, I'm going to run 5 miles out. Well, now I have to run 5 miles back. All right, so that's a whole lot. You're stuck. And what you find when you first start doing this running, when you find that you're stuck in this engagement of activity, your brain is going to be just going nuts. Every freaking awesome idea you've ever had is going to come to your mind. Here's how you solve, for world peace or hunger or famine or global climate change or, getting more episodes of Firefly back on TV or a host of other pressing issues. You'll have all these ideas. Your brain's everywhere. But there's something as you run further and further and further, which is why I advocate for long distance running, especially for veterans coming back, is that you then have to meditate on your body because your body's like, ouch, ouch, ouch. This is painful. My muscles are sore. Oh my gosh, why are you doing this to me? That's what your legs are saying, and some other curse words. So it's mindfulness through pain. All right. We know that. We've all ruck marched before. All right. So you start to do something that you have lost. What that something is there's been a disconnect between bodily sensation and your mental awareness. They're disconnected. So you're actually having emotions. When your wife touches your hand, you actually feel a zing. You actually feel turned on. But because you are dissociated from your body, you don't feel it. So because you don't feel it, you don't think you're turned on. You're not aware of the actual processes inside your body. So you have this misunderstanding and mistaken idea that you no longer love your wife or no longer turned on. When actually you are turned on, you're just not aware of it. All right. So you plugging this back into it. Peter Levine has a book called Awaken the Tiger Within, and he talks about connecting awareness in the body and stuff like that. Great. Doing this 3 times a week is awesome. All right. Doing this in conjunction with therapy is awesome. Building that awareness. Build the awareness. Get in touch with your body. It is going to suck. Not just physically. It's going to suck emotionally. You're going to be confused. You're going to be pissed off at yourself for being such a wishy-washy emotional wimp. I mean, on my redeployment, when I came back, I was like, is this what pregnant women go through? Because it was like a whirlwind of emotion. Like somebody somewhere was like spinning a wheel, like, all right, it's been a while, let's roll the dice. All right, number 3, what emotion is that? Or, spin the wheel. Sadness. Where the hell did that come from? No reason, it just did. All right, sadness. Oh, it's been 5 minutes, let's cut it out. It's been 15 minutes, let's spin it again. Anger. These emotions just kept popping up over and over again. And that can be very disconcerting by somebody who is all about control. Relinquish your control. Just let it happen. So this was very intense video. This is a shotgun approach. This wasn't calm at all. This was Fast and Furious. Never saw the movies. I need to watch those movies. But basically the gist is this. Sleep. Do what you got to do to go get some sleep. Track your sleep. Use an app. Get your phone out and use an app and actually track your sleep, because you'll be surprised how little you really are sleeping. It's not from the time you sat down in bed and got up. You wake up, you move. It takes you a while to fall asleep. It was surprising to me. Even now, I only get 5 3/4 hours sleep. But I go to bed, I get 7 hours, but after when I start looking at the data, I'm like, yeah, that's actually right. I get less than 6 hours of sleep a night. So how can I fix that? I will go to bed sooner. Set an alarm about when it's time to go to bed and initiate the processes to go to bed. Brush your teeth. Do all the ritualistic things that starts to tell you that it's time to bed, time to go to bed, all right? Get up at normal time. It's very hard for graveyard workers. I worked graveyard for 15 years. It's very hard for graveyard workers to get in a pattern of getting up at the same time. When it's your day off, you tend to sleep all day. That messes up your cycle. Don't do it. Pick a cycle and go with it. All right. If everybody else is awake and doing stuff in the day, then find some other people to hang out with at night. But don't mess up your schedule. Eat healthy. Quit eating crap. Quit eating sugar stuff everywhere. Quit eating processed foods. Give yourself nutrient-dense foods, whole foods. Quit, knock out the so much of the caffeine and energy sugar drinks, and knock all that stuff out, and focus on getting sleep and good nutrition. And then do daily meditation every day, and then start running. And if not running, then go to a CrossFit. It's not the same as going to the gym on your own and just lifting weights. That is not the same. I promise you. Make the financial investment. Find a CrossFit gym or something where you are held accountable, where you are working out with other people, where you are told, this is what we're doing today. Okay, really didn't really feel like doing it today, but I guess I got to do, 5 sets of 5 reps of deadlifts and then this and that and so forth. You need that. You've got to have that direction. Do those things and sit with your emotions. And then when you feel these emotions, find a trusted friend to sit down with and say, this is what I'm feeling right now. Help me navigate this. Where is the shame in that? There is no shame in that. You are a person who's trying to make yourself better. Be better. Just go do some Google work right now and look at the trends. Look at post-deployment, veterans, and disorder. Look for statistics on crime, on domestic violence, on substance abuse, on homelessness, on suicide. Look at all these things. You may not want to do this for yourself, but do this work right now to learn what you can. Put yourself into that challenge. Okay, sleeping sucks. How do I do it? and learn what you can, because I promise you, you know another veteran someplace. And that person has the same problems. I promise you, that person has these same problems that you've got. And if you can learn what you've got, you can go to this person and say, hey, brother, hey, sister, I've been exactly where you are right now. And this is how I got through it. So if you can't do it for yourself, do it for one of your comrades.